Here are 17 Instagram settings that if you're not using or don't know about, it will be affecting your growth. I made a new account and used these strategies and gained 15,000 followers in the first month by making sure I understood and applied all of these settings. They are in no order. Whether you're 0 followers, 50,000 followers, or 2 million followers, you can start using them today. Let's jump into number 1. The Instagram schedule option. We would all love to be using the inbuilt Instagram scheduler, which allows us to create our posts, schedule them, and post it later automatically. But the issue is that this stops you getting reach. I've tested this, spoken to tons of people, and every time we use it, the reach never really goes far.
You're set?
Yes!
And more often than not, we see a decline in views. Instead, what I recommend is using the draft feature and actually posting manually. Right now, the best thing to do is to post manually. Obviously, if you need to post at a certain time, then just prepare your caption earlier, prepare all the elements earlier, and just go and spend 2 minutes and actually post that content. Trust me, the reach will be far greater and you'll be getting more views. Do not use the scheduler in Instagram and don't allow it to automatically post for you. Have you heard of ghost followers? So these are followers that follow you which never interact or engage with your content.
Useless.
Essentially telling the algorithm that they don't like your content. Now, often these can be bot accounts, dead accounts, and it's a pain to get rid of them. But Instagram have released a new setting which we all need to be aware of and be using. All we need to do is go to our followers. So on your profile, press your followers, and at the top, you'll see creators and flagged accounts. The flagged for review accounts are the ones that you probably need to get rid of. Sometimes there might be some mistakes, but I would suggest, especially if your account is pretty small, to get rid of these dead followers as they're not helping you at all. And this is a really good feature that Instagram have introduced, as before we'd have to do it manually, check each account, whereas now Instagram is basically telling us who's not useful. Next up is the keyword trick editing screen. Now, Instagram and most other platforms love it when you use their inbuilt editors, but most of us are editing outside Instagram. We're using platforms like Canva, CapCut, Adobe After Effects, wherever it might be, and we want to be using those because they're better. But here's a trick that you can do and is going to help you get more views and everything. Now, let's say I've got a video right here. It's already been edited. I'm simply going to post it. Here's what I want you to do instead. I want you to press next. Once you're on this screen right here, where you see all the icons at the top, what I want you to do is to actually press the text button at the top and start putting in keywords either related to your audience or what the video is about. So for example, this video right here is about nature. So I'm going to go up there and I'm going to type in nature. And what I'm going to do is actually really minimize that bit of text. I'm going to do the same again. I'm going to do plant. If my audience was like, nature lovers, I could type that in. But essentially what we're doing is we're telling the algorithm that this is the content, this is nature content, plant content, but we're also using the inbuilt editor. And, this is speculative, but some people think by using the editor, you get pushed out more. So we're basically, tackling 2 birds with 1 stone by using the keywords and also using the editor. And I recommend, especially if you're, under 100,000 followers, to try using this sometimes and you could see an increased amount of reach. Definitely start applying this every time you post a reel. How to use Instagram. So it tells you whether your account is optimized properly and the algorithm understands your niche.
Do you know who I am?
What you need to do is go on your computer or your phone and go on incognito mode. Go onto your account and you should see the suggested accounts button. Press it. Now here is the trick or the insight. If you are seeing competitors or accounts that are very similar to yours, then your account is optimized. If you are seeing random celebrities or football teams or completely different accounts,
Yes. Sorry, where am I?
then the algorithm does not understand who to show your content to or what your page is about, and you need to optimize it further. I will be going more into optimization techniques using settings, etc. later on in the video, so stay tuned for that. But this is a clear indicator to whether the algorithm understands who we are. The next one is account status. Now, everything in this video is super useful, but if you have an issue with your account, anything you apply, you could create the best reel in the world, but it probably won't get any views. To check your account status is simple. Go to your settings, scroll right to the bottom near where the logout button is, and you should see account status. Once you're there, if your account is in good standing, you should see 3 ticks. If you have any red or any exclamation marks, you need to look into that, as this could be restricting your growth, restricting your reach, and it might be worth starting a new account or getting in touch with Instagram to see, what is going on here. So make sure you would check your account status, as I want you to be able to apply everything else in this video and actually utilize it today. If you don't have this setting on, then I don't know what you're doing. You need to enable the suggested account feature. Essentially, your profile becomes visible to people or to followers of your competitors or accounts that are similar to you. So the exact same way I showed earlier on the video, you will then appear in other people's suggested accounts. To do this, it's simple. Go onto your desktop, log into your Instagram, go to edit profile, and just make sure that this is ticked. Welcome to discoverability. Your name settings. Now, this is something that I see a lot of people not using properly. We need to optimize our account. Instagram is prioritizing accounts which are searchable, which actually appear in people's search feeds. Optimizing your profile is critical for reaching your potential audience and for extra exposure. Now, many people get confused with this, and your username or your handle is different to your name. So in settings, or where you can change your profile, you'll see username and you'll see name. Your username is your handle. So if your account is, Nike, then you're at the Nike account. Now, here's the difference. Your username, cool. Put that as your brand, put that as your business, put that as your name. But in your name, you need to put your brand or name, whatever it is. Also, you need to add keywords. So if you look at some of the big accounts like Vloggery, for example, they've put their name, but they've also put business and motivation, because this is the style of content that they create. Anytime anyone types in business or motivation, they will appear on the feed. So guys, if you are a gardener, if you make nature content, then put some keywords in your name and become more discoverable. This setting is super useful, and a lot of us are not using this properly. So start today. Posting times. If you're confused about when is the best time for you to post, then let Instagram tell you. Now for this, you need to have a creator account. To do this, it's simple. Navigate to settings, press business and controls. As you scroll down, you will see switch account types button. Press that button and switch over to the creator. Once this is done, you will unlock a bunch of insights, and one of them will be posting times, or basically it will tell you when your audience is most active. And my recommendation for this is to post 2 hours before that peak time. If Instagram is telling you that everyone is online at 6 p.m, then start to post around 4 p.m. Thank me later.
Let me try this out.
Prioritizing quality. Now, if you're posting reels on Instagram, you want to be able to post high quality. If your content is low quality, people are going to engage with that way less and respect your page way less. What you need to do is go to settings and activity, which will be on the top right of your profile. Then go down to your app and media. In your app and media, you will see media quality. You need to make sure upload at highest quality is turned on. There are people who have this turned off, and what happens is you will post sometimes and Instagram will prioritize the posting, the speed, etc., and not the quality. Make sure this is turned on and make sure that you are posting the highest quality content humanly possible for you, so you get more respect. So many of you don't have this on. Now, I've actually seen accounts which have this turned off. It's simple. Sharing and remixing settings. If you are trying to grow your account, you need to give people the option to remix your content, share the content, for it to actually go viral. Go onto settings and press sharing and remixing and turn all of these on. You want to make sure it looks something like this. Any which say no, turn it on. Going viral is about shareability. People can't share your content, people can't remix it, you're really damaging your potential growth. Training your explore page to give you content ideas. If you are not doing this, then your account is not optimized and not in the right settings to show you how to actually grow your account. The best place to come up with ideas for your content or for reels, for anything, is from the explore page. The explore page can literally feed you that information. Here's what I want you to do. Go onto your explore page by pressing the magnifying glass. Once you're there, let's say that you are a skincare brand, but you go onto your explore page and you are seeing football, cricket, videos about photography, videos about growing your Instagram account. This is not the right content for you. You should be doing this on a personal account, which you're not trying to grow. If we're trying to grow, we need to use our explore page properly. What you need to do is hold over the post, press it, and simply press the three dots and press interested. What is happening here is you are telling the algorithm, the explore page, that you want to see more of this content. This is essential. And if you look at my food page right here, my food page is full of food videos. So anytime I need ideas for what food is trending, for, potentially captions, hashtags, whatever it might be, I can simply go to my explore page and I will get everything. Do this right now.
Now you tried.
The next one is in settings, and it's refining your explore page without even actually going on your explore page. Now, what you want to do is go to settings, then to suggested content. And then what you can do is input specific keywords that you want to hide from your page. So for example, if there is certain stuff that keeps appearing and you don't want to see that anymore, you can simply go to there, type in those keywords, and it will go. Now, this shows us the importance of keywords. Simply by typing in keywords, I won't see that content again. This shows us how important keywords are for the whole growth of your account. Let's move over to the next one. On the topic of explore page, it also tells us at all times what is currently trending, but not how you might think. Now, you probably are thinking right now, how have I never noticed this? Well, go onto the explore page, go onto search, and you will see a bunch of trending topics right at the top. Like, it will tell you, I don't know, Kim Kardashian is trending right now, or loads of different things, healthy meals, etc. This is super useful. It's a setting that Instagram is literally telling us what is popular right now.
Listen to me.
And sometimes in certain niches, for example, if you're in the food niche and it's telling you that healthy meals are trending right now, that could be something that you can jump on or create content for, which is going to help you get pushed more. So definitely keep an eye on there, as sometimes it will just guide you to a particular topic. Even if you make motivational reels, stories, there might be something that is trending that you can make a story about, and that will go super viral. This is a quick hack for your stories. Now, simply on your stories, so let's say I'm going to post this nature story right here. I'm going to go to next and then press stickers, which is right here. I'm going to press this sticker right here, this love heart one, or this face emoji. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this onto the right side. So I'm going to literally just drag that there. What will happen is as people scroll to the next story, they will actually like it, and you are basically, forcing them to like your post, and, getting likes on your stories will get more people to view your stories. So this is a little trick for anyone who needs a story to get more views. I wouldn't recommend doing it all the time, and obviously you can play around with it, with different ones, but I would recommend just doing the heart or something like that, and yeah, people will start liking it more. So this is a neat little trick for stories. It wouldn't be an Instagram video if I didn't speak about hashtags. Now, this is a bonus tip for everyone. One of the big things with hashtags nowadays is, which prevents us from growing or blocks our reach, is when we use banned hashtags. This is what I want you to do. If you are using hashtags, to use this website right here.
I'm listening.
metahashtags.com. What I want you to do is every time you post some hashtags, especially if you've not used those hashtags before, to go to the banned hashtags, put in your hashtags, and it will tell you whether those hashtags are clean or if they're banned. If they're banned, your account will get affected. So this is super useful just to make sure that your account stays in good standing, but also that each post, every time you make content, that it actually gets pushed out. Imagine, putting all that effort into creating content, your captions, everything, and then you get blocked, or it prevents you from getting shown to others just because you've used a banned hashtag. Use this website to check whether any hashtags you use are banned. Refining your search. We all spend time on Instagram and we all spend time searching for things. But if we're trying to grow our account, we search, it can confuse the algorithm and then the explore page and so forth. What I recommend doing is refining and cleaning your search history often. All you need to do is tap your profile icon, open up the menu, select your activity, and go to recent searches. And then you simply clear all. I would recommend doing this every few weeks or every week just to keep things ticking, to keep things clean, and without clogging too much information to the algorithm. Do this and thank me later. Cross-posting on Facebook. Now, this is one of the more controversial settings on Instagram right now. In one of my previous videos, I said don't use it, and I still stand by that. But let's say you are in a niche which potentially is more on Facebook. So for example, you have an older kind of clientele and you think that they'll be very active on Facebook, then it might be worth you cross-posting just to get that additional exposure. But if you are in a niche which you are prioritizing on Instagram, then it's better to just focus on Instagram and not really confuse the algorithm further. Only use Facebook cross-posting if you think it's actually going to benefit your brand. Otherwise, just turn it off. To turn it on, you go to settings, cross-posting, and then turn on recommend reels on Facebook. It's that simple, but be very smart and think about whether it's going to benefit your brand or not. My name is Alex and I hope this video has helped you. Please make sure to subscribe and like the video for the algorithm, and let me know if any of these settings surprise you or if you have any questions. These are all settings that are super important and most of us are neglecting. My name's Alex. Let's grow.